Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which is book 6, and obviously Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. So this one is a bit of a slower book, but I like that actually because after the madness that ensued in 4 and 5, we kind of have a book to kind of reflect on what is happening and what happened and prepare for what will be happening. I think we needed this. We needed like time to breathe in between oh my god, Voldemort's back and the final battle. So much of this book centers on Harry's relationship with Dumbledore. Um, he's no longer pissed at him for ignoring him. And Dumbledore has now been teaching Harry about Voldemort's backstory. And Voldemort has such an interesting backstory. There's a lot of parallels between him and Harry, and it kind of shows that like two people could have very similar histories, but still go in completely different directions. And I like also use this as an excuse, like just because you have a sad backstory doesn't give you the right to be a murdering lunatic. See, reuses this in Career of Evil as well, which is the third Cormoran Strike book. Um, like two characters with similar sad backstories could go in completely different directions. Um, so yeah, Harry's learning about Voldemort's past. Slughorn is a really interesting character too. He is the new potions teacher because Snape has been appointed the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. So, but he's shuffling around a little bit. Slughorn's an interesting character because he's the first Slytherin who's not an asshole. So, props to you, man. It was like when he was in school, like having to live with a bunch of racists, basically. Um, but yeah, I like how he's like respons in indirectly responsible for Voldemort's creating the Horcruxes, and he feels such guilt and shame about this that he hides this, and that Harry's able to appeal to him because the teacher liked his mom, and kind of be like, like you can make things right now. You could actually stop Voldemort from killing even more people. That was a really poignant scene in the books. I really like that a lot. There's also a lot from this book that is cut from the movies that I wish they kept in. Like fuck it, just make it a full movie. I'd watch it. They've had like an extended cut, like it's the Lord of the Rings, a theatrical cut for the casual viewers, and an extended 3.5 hour cut for the hardcore fans. Um, because there's a lot of stuff with like the Weasleys that I wish they kept in. It just adds this more like familiarness to Harry's life. Molly and Fleur Delacour and Bill and all this other stuff. I feel like this just adds a sense of community to the books that the movies just don't really have. Harry's relationship with Ginny develops, and I feel like a lot of people think it comes out of nowhere, but it's been kind of a gradual thing. Like, you know, Harry didn't really think about Ginny until she actually started, like, stopped being shy around him and acted like a normal person, and he kind of realized how great she is because of that when she started just being herself. I think that's like a good lesson for young people. Like, you don't have to, you could just be yourself, you don't have to, like, be all shy and skittish around people you like. Breaking up with her at the end was kind of dumb though. Like, he's like, I must do this alone. Goodbye, Ginny. And then like 2 seconds later, Hermione and Ron are like, hey. I don't know. I would have taken Ginny with. I feel like she is an asset. I really like the scene where Harry uses the luck, where he pretends to use the luck potion for Ron to make Ron more confident at winning the Quidditch match. It's like a placebo effect. I love that scene because it just shows like how much Harry cares about Ron, and he knows Ron enough to know that like he could be a good Quidditch player if he just had the confidence in himself. That really kind of solidifies the friendship for me. Like often in the books, we see how much Ron and Hermione care about Harry, but this kind of shows like the little things Harry notices about his friends as well, and I think that's really sweet. Hermione and Ron also have some like relationship drama in the book, but given that it's from Harry's point of view, we don't really see that much of it. But I like it that it's there because it shows like they have their own lives outside of Harry. He's not always the center of attention, and he usually is. Let's be real. So yeah, also Malfoy made this pact with Voldemort where he's like, okay, I'll kill Dumbledore, because Voldemort's like, I want you to kill Dumbledore. Dumbledore. That's an awful Voldemort accent. Um, but then Snape's like, he's not gonna go along with it. So he kills Dumbledore instead as to not break his unbreakable vow. And Dumbledore dying is like this oh shit moment because Dumbledore's the only one that Voldemort is afraid of. Which when he dies, it's like, oh no, what are they gonna do now? They lost their greatest asset. They're fucked. Um, a very somber way to end the book, but also a great way to lead into the final book. You have the pieces set, with all the Horcruxes, um, but also Dumbledore's dead. So, like, it's a bittersweet way to end the book. That's the darkest of times, but there's always hope. Which I think, I don't know. It's a great book. I love the Half Blood Prince. I love all seven of these books, to be honest. It's like an entirely perfect series, beginning to end. Let me know what you guys thought of the Half Blood Prince down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.